Are you ready for cuteness overload? It's feeding time. I'm going to do this quietly so I don't come running all at once. This is the cutest thing ever. Are you ready? Come on! Come on! How cute are these little guys? Come on! You too! Come on! These guys are super sweet. I'm gonna have to go get this little man. Come on. Come on. Did you get left behind? Did you get left behind? There we go. He thinks the dog's his mama. Come on, Hen. Come on. Henry. Wait. Wait. Stay. Come on. Come over to your siblings. Wait. Are these guys super cute? They're so inquisitive of Henry. Hey, buddy. Jonquils, daffodils, bulbs. Oh, heavenly. This is spring. Welcome to Patchy Pony Stitcher. My name's Mel and this channel's all about cross stitching. Welcome back if you're a subscriber, and if you're new, I hope there's something here you like and you'd like to subscribe. Today is the 31st of August, last day of winter, and we're into spring. Baby lambs, bulbs, the break of the cold weather, and I'm in heaven. This is my favourite time of the year, along with fall. I could live 24/7 in those two seasons. Don't need winter, don't need summer. I'm in heaven at the moment, other than allergy season, but we won't go there. We won't go there. Weren't those lambs delightful? I had to do a little bit of footage for Brandy. Every home needs a gnome. I've been putting some lambs up on my Instagram page, which you'll find listed below if you'd like to go and check them out. But Brandy, those videos were just for you. I hope you enjoyed them. Now, let's get started with my progress. So this is my August update. I came to you in mid-July, and it has been a little while, but I have been super busy, which is fantastic. I tell myself every time I'm not going to edit, and then I get tongue-tied, and then I have to stop, and then I've got to start again. So editing is just going to be part of making my videos. So I've been super busy, and most of that is contributed by Cheryl at Tranquil Stitches, Cross Stitches Journal Facebook page group, where we've got challenges. And if it wasn't for that group, I think I'd get stagnant and a little bit overwhelmed by having 30 whips. So having these challenges certainly helps me move between projects, keeps me interested and engaged with what I'm stitching in. I worked on 10 different whips, and I had a total of 4,914 stitches since I spoke to you last. Now, I've counted stitches before for the challenges, but I never tallied all my stitches together. So this last month, I've been keeping a total of what I've done on each whip and how many stitches in total. And I'm blown away that I did nearly 5,000 stitches. That's huge for me. Or is it? I don't know. Like, I'll be able to tell next month when, depending on how many I stitch then. So 10 whips this month. I'm not going to show you all 10 because some of those I did only put maybe 100, 200 stitches in. So the progress is a little bit, you can't really see it. So every month I'm only going to show you the whips that I've done, the 5 whips that have got the most stitches in them. And then I'll just carry the other projects over to the following month and I'll tally it that way. So the whips that I've worked on that have had the most stitches is the first one is going to be my Hello Pumpkin by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. Remember my new trick? So here's a photo of where the releasement is. This is a secret release. Well, what do they call them? A mystery sale. So a new part is released each month. So this is where I was up to at my last video. And this is what it would look like if I had completed this month's. And this is where I'm up to now. Now I'm not going to take it out of my Q snap because I'm working on this one today at the moment. So I've been using this one for all different sorts of prompts for the Shirl's challenges, and the amount of stitches that I got into this one, 1,772. So this was clearly my winner and my most worked on project for the month, and I am loving it. I cannot wait to get this one finished and framed. I won't be able to display it until next autumn, but I just love the colors. I'm really happy with my fabric choice. And I did buy a white frame yesterday that was reduced and it just happened to be square. And I know the white would pop the eyes and the mushrooms or the toadstools, but I'm not really sure if I should go with something a bit more moodier, maybe a timber color frame. But loving that. So this one is on a 16 count Aida that I dyed myself, and I'm using the DMC threads. Not necessarily the called for. I just picked similar colors rather than buying the exact ones, but I'm really happy with how Hello Pumpkin is coming along. So that's my most worked on whip. The next one I want to show you, I have so much stuff, it's ridiculous. Okay. Yeah, where am I going to put it? In my lap. So the next one I want to show you that I worked on is my Quaker Christmas. I love this one. So this is a PDF. So this is what it looks like, but they haven't got the full picture in the photo on the PDF because it's a loose fabric and it's a little bit gathered at the bottom. This is where I was up to last time you saw it. And I have put in 393 stitches on this one. And I love it just as much. I'm using a variegated, let me move that needle minder out of the way. I'm using a variegated DMC thread, and this is on a 36 count even weave with just a whitey antique white. So the thread is all in one skein, and look at the variety that I'm getting. And I'm really happy how, this is probably really my first good go at variegated threads, and I'm really happy with how I'm able to control the variegation to a degree. So really happy with the way that's coming along. This is a huge project. You can see that I've got it all tidied up so it doesn't get in my way when I'm stitching. But I love that. That's Quaker Christmas 2. 393 stitches on that baby. The next one I want to show you is, I'll get the chart to show you this one because this is a paper chart. So it's Filigrams In My Garden There Is. Now this is a little bit of an oldie, 2015. Oh, so I guess it's not too old. And this was one of all my whips are my Mania starts. So So this one, I'll show you where I was up to last time here while I get prepared. And that's all I did in Mania. So this one I have put in my garden 413 stitches. Excuse the loose threads. And this is where I'm up to. And it is so sweet. Look at that bird. I'm not going to tell you what each of the challenges are because our challenges are 100 stitches. So we end up with quite a few different challenges. So I'm just going to be showing you progress. Now again, this is DMC, not necessarily the exact colours that they called for, but similar. And this again is on a 36 count even weave that I dyed myself with some Rick dye just to take out the starkness of the white. It's probably showing a bit bright there. You can see what the white on the background. So it's got just a bit of a cream look to it. But how sweet is that? So I'm looking forward to getting back to that one. So In My Garden there is by Filigram. So that's whip number 3 that I'm showing you. Now the next whip, whoops, I just need to work out a system where I can put stuff and it doesn't fall around. So the next one I'm showing you is the Blue Flower Winter Squirrel, which has been a bit of a favourite since market release. Isn't he gorgeous? So on this one, Winter Squirrel, I put 424 stitches on this guy. This is where I was up to last time. Shouldn't point at me. So 424 stitches later. And again, I'm using DMC on this one. And these ones are the called for colours. I wasn't going to muck around with this one because it's one of my favourites. So this one is also on a 36 count even weave that I've dyed myself. And he's coming along well. That's hard going, lots of solid. So I've got the jumper, which again is solid to go, but hopefully we'll start to see him come together a bit more in the picture. So that is my 4th whip that I'm going to show you today. And finally, I'm also going to show you Autumn Squirrel, which again is by the Blue Flower. And this is this guy, again released at market this year. This is where I was up to last time. And I have put in 362 stitches on him. So again, a lot of solid work there. I'm using Victoria Motto threads on the squirrel. I'll show you again side by side. So in a way, I wish I'd flipped those 2 colours around. So the darker was the main colour of the body, but it may come out fine. So I'm just going to keep going with it. So really happy. Again, lots of solid stitching. This one, I will tell you what I had to do for the challenge. We were doing a camping challenge and we were making s'mores. So we had to do 100 stitches. Was it 200? The challenge was to stitch stitches in, I think you pronounce it, graham crackers, marshmallow colour. So graham crackers colour, marshmallow colour and chocolate colour. And if you could stitch it all on the one piece, you got bonuses. So this one worked perfectly. So that is my Autumn Squirrel by the Blue Flower. So 5 other projects that I worked on. One was my small for my exchange for the Bygone retreat. So I can't show you that, even though it's completely finished. You'll have to wait till after November, after our retreat, so I can show you. But I was so super happy with how it turned out. It was just, some things just sometimes go right all the way through. So I had to get the sewing machine out to do the finishing on my small. So while I was at it, I was like, might make some more project bags. since I had it, because I'd bought a heap of vinyl and a heap of interfacing and zippers and so forth. So while the machine was out, I did a few more project bags. Now I've left them on the table over there, so I'm going to have to pause you for a moment while I grab them. Now, I am no means a seamstress. I actually taught myself how to make these project bags using a tutorial from Calico that I'll link below. I linked it below last time I made some project bags, because it's straight lines, and to be honest, I was surprised how easy these were to use and how well the tutorial is step by step. So the first, oops, that's one from last time. So the other one I'm already using. So I bought myself some more Toy Story fabric because I love Toy Story. So these are the two, they're identical fabric, but it's quite a large print, so you don't get a huge amount of them in there. And I've got, just by accident, but I think because I ran out of vinyl, so I had to make a smaller one when I was making the second one. And then these are that's my quilting bee in that one. And then these are the fronts. Now I don't have the most straight stitches, and the corners, I'll show you up. Like, if I can do that, so can you. If you've thought about making project bags, do it, because they're so much fun and it's so rewarding. And in an afternoon, 5 project bags later, and it's really nice to be able to make things yourself. And this time with these ones, I added a layer of wadding in there, so it just gives it a bit more of a plusher feel. So 2 Toy Stories that I made with, I think we call this homespun fabric. I'm still learning. Then I picked myself up some Christmas fabric. I love long dogs. I don't have a long dog, but one day I will have a long dog. How cute is he? So this is my Christmas bag, just with plain red in the front. And again, if you, like, not super straight, but they're for me. So really, really happy with that one. And this one, I saw a couple of tutorials on how to make the no seam project bags that don't have the vinyl in it. Now, I used some interfacing, which was a bit too stiff. So this is my other project bag, and the fabric that I used here was from a horse rug that didn't fit well, and it wasn't worth selling, so I cut it up for some fabric, and it smells like ponies. So unfortunately, because I had to turn it inside itself, and the interfacing is really stiff, it sort of got bent up, and the corners didn't come out too well because the interfacing's too stiff. But still, and I buggered up on the zip. But it's all learning, isn't it? And that's got fully lined as well with some of that homespun. But I was happy for my first attempt. So as I said, it's a bit stiff because of the interfacing. It's got like four layers of it. But I'm really enjoying making these project bags and being able to use them for a craft that I absolutely love. So if you've thought about it, nothing to lose. Maybe an afternoon and a few dollars, but we do that anyway when we go to the movies. We spend money to go to the movies. So give yourself a treat and grab some fabric and some vinyl and have a go. It's lots of fun. Now, haul. What have I been buying? Fabric. I have made a bit of a pig of myself on some stitch unloading sites and ended up with, before I knew it, 3 big packages of fabric. So I won't need fabric for a while. And I got some Color Cascades fabric that I haven't had before. So looking forward to using that, and also some Lakeside. I'll show you those when I stitch on them. And I also found this little beauty on a stash unloading. How could I say no to Santa riding a pony? So I had to pick that up. I don't know if I'll do the others. Probably. Maybe the reindeer and the train and the hot air balloon. This is quite an oldie. This is 1994, this Prairie Schooler. But that horse is on my to-do list. But in saying that, I'm not starting anything new. I've still got 30 whips. And I need to leave room for Mania next year. So if I finish something, it's just going to be a cross off that number. So I've got some new start space for Mania next year. And I went to my L&S, and can't go into an L&S without buying something, can we? So I picked up this one because this is the second Songbirds one that I've got now. But I was feeling in the spring mood, and look at those blossoms and the blue bird eggs. So, so cute. Loving that one. So now I've got two. I think I'll only just do 3. I like to decorate in 3s. And I think the other one's Wisdom, which is a winter one. Oh, maybe I will do 4. One that I think is appropriate for each season, and just change the wording to the season. So not a great deal of charts, but too much fabric haul, which a lot of it is even weave and so forth. So I like to dye myself as well. So I'm not going to go through that one with you. Now I did win a giveaway, which I've dropped. Pardon me. Oh, sorry. And I won this from Cathy at the To Dye House, which again, it's a super cute one. So a little snippet. Nice little Christmas project. So looking forward to stitching that one. Thanks, Cathy. And if you have, I know you've all gone and seen Cathy at the To Dye House, but if you're new to Flosstube, I'm going to link Cathy below because she's got a fantastic channel. And I'm also going to link Brandy from Every Home Needs a Gnome there. She's trying to get up to 500 subscribers, and she's one of my favorites. I really like Brandy. So go check Brandy out as well. And the other person that you need to go check out is Amy Loves Toads. Look what she sent me. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, if you haven't heard about the It's You I Like, it's a movement, not a sal. Yeah, it's a movement, not a sal. Super, super cute. Just in time for my spring display, Amy, which I get to do tomorrow. So I'm so looking forward to having this out on my spring display. So thank you. It was so nice. I was so excited when I got this in the mail. It's so cute. And I've done one It's You I Like. And I think I'm going to do some more. I know there's no time limit on this. Well, it's not a sale, it's a movement. So I'll link the link to Diana Kismet, where you can download the chart for free. You do this 20 minutes maybe to do the little wording and pop it together into a sal or into a pillow or a little finish. And it's just such a nice little treat to get in the post. Now my other haul is, I went to a hand maker's market, and I found these porcelain buttons. So this lady actually made porcelain buttons, and I asked her, did she have any that didn't have holes in them? And she said, no, why would you want that? And then I explained to her about needle minders, and she said next time she'll do some. But I did grab 3. Oh, it's not going to focus. 3 of these little guys. Three little buttons, and I put magnets on the back myself. But aren't they adorable? So next time she's at the market, she's going to have some needle minders. But I might have to get in touch with her and see if she's can custom do something for me. Now, somebody else that you need to go check out is Handmade Maniac. She's got this gorgeous little wee garden, and the wee garden is not cross stitch related. It's a garden that's out in her garden that she's made with fairy style size, and it's inspired me. And I saw these at the Handmakers Market, and I'm like, that's just inspiration to get started on my own wee garden. Aren't they cute? So I'm going to link Brenda at Handmade Maniac, and you can check out her garden. It is just so delightful and so cute. So thank you, Brenda, for the inspiration. I love it. What else have I got for you? Okay, we're up to the giveaway winners. Now, from my last video, I announced Carleen Hall was my big winner from my birthday Christmas in July giveaway. And Carleen, you responded, thank you. You responded in the comments, and we had a little bit of chat back and forth. And then I went to get the address, and I couldn't find the comment anywhere. And because you didn't email me, I don't know what your email address is. So can you please reach out to me again so I can get that into the post? I am sorry for the delay, but I couldn't find the address, and there was no way of reaching out to you other than in an older video, which I did, but I haven't heard back from you. So Carleen Hall, could you please email me on my email address below, just so I don't lose your address this time. So the winners of my giveaway from my last video. So the first one I had was this apples chart. Now this is out of a magazine, and that is going to Alison Rosen is a crafty girl. So Alison, if you could email me below with your address so I can get this one out to you in the post. Isn't it sweet? The second giveaway I had is, well, it's called Love Grows Here, but the key word was love. And this one goes to Linda Stitches. And it's a wedding sampler, but really you could do anything that you wanted with it. It doesn't have to be a wedding one. So Linda Stitches and Alison Rosen is a crafty girl. Could you please email me, ladies, and I will get those in the post for you. What do I have to give away this video? Do you like to stitch cards? Because I have, if I can get these sorted, I think there's 10, 15, I'm not going to go through each one, they're a giveaway. Like little, see there's quite a few of them, to make cards. So you make your own card up, but they're all cross-stitch card inserts. So if you would like to win the cross-stitch card inserts, you need to be over 18 or have your parents' permission, because you need to give me your address, you need to be a subscriber, and please don't say giveaway. So if you would like to win the cards, just put the word cards in a sentence in the comments, and I will post these ones out to you. I will not fold these ones because there's quite a few of them. So they will come to you in an A4 envelope. The next one is a cutout of a magazine, and this one will be tri-folded, and this is for a duck. It's to go on a pillow or something, but you could just do it in a longer frame or add them to an existing chart, and I don't know what you could, all sorts. It's quite cute, but it's not something that I would hang up in my place. So if you would like to win that one, you just need to put the word ducks, or no, let's go with duck in a sentence. So that's giveaway number 2. Giveaway number 3, again, it's cut out from, ripped out from a magazine. So if you're a quilter as well as a cross stitcher, this one might take your fancy. This is called Where Quilters Gather. Try not to get the glare from the reflection. So that's a really cute quilting friendship type of design. So if you would like this chart, all you need to do is put the word quilters into a comment. And finally, I've got an oldie but a goodie from 1995. This is a cardstock chart, so this one will not be folded. This will be put into an A4 envelope. And I'm happy to post anywhere around the world, so this is open to everybody. This is a Teresa Went chart from 1995, and I'm going to tilt it so you can see it. It's a lovely Christmas wreath. Now this does have blended threads and also specialty stitches. But isn't that just delightful? It's got so much detail in that wreath. So if you would like the Teresa Went chart, just put the word Christmas into a sentence for me, because I need to look for keywords. So they're my giveaways for this week. So with the giveaways done and the whips shown, that's all I've got for you today. I'm going to try and come back a little bit earlier than sort of 5 weeks. I'll try and sort of come back at a 4-week mark, because it just ends up having lots of whips to show you. I'd like to show you the 10, but it gets too much. So big shout out to Cheryl and her moderators for the group that I'm in, the Stitches Journal one that I said before. I'll pop Cheryl's link below too, because another fabulous floss tuber, and she plays lots of fun games in her floss tube as well. There's some bingo running at the moment, which is lots of fun. So looking forward to the next coming month as we get closer to November. I'm super excited to be heading along to Bygone and meeting 50 stitches. It'll be my first retreat that I've been to. I've decided not to go to the Plum Street one, which was going to be in Terrigal. I'm going to end up going to the Bygone one instead. It's a bit closer and I think a little bit more price friendly for me. So looking forward to going to that. And I'm looking forward to meeting some local stitching ladies tomorrow. I have found a group of ladies in my area that get together regularly to do stitching. So I've only been in contact with them over Facebook and Messenger. So I'm going to walk into a room of complete strangers, totally out of my comfort zone. But if I don't put myself out there, I miss out. So I'm just rocking up to this group of ladies tomorrow and joining in and having some stitchy fun. So it's time for me to go and get my apron on and get some baking done. I'm going to take along some brownies tomorrow because everyone sort of brings a plate. So super excited and nervous about meeting new people. But like I said, if you don't put yourself out there, you miss out. So putting my big girl pants on and just going for it. So until next time, guys, stay safe, happy stitching, and I'll see you in September. Bye.